Hello everybody. Today I'll be preparing Rava Roti or also known as Semolina Roti. These Semolina rotis are nice and soft and it's very light. It's a good tiffin box item and you can just serve it with some chutney. It's excellent with chutney. And this rotis puff up really good and it's very nice, light and soft. So the ingredients required for this recipe would be a fine semolina that is also known as Bombay Rava or we call it as Chiroti Rava. We need 2 cups of Chiroti Rava, quarter cup of all-purpose flour, that is maida, uh, salt as per taste, and we also require 2 tablespoons of oil. What I've done is in a heavy bottom pot, I've heated about 2 cups of water and I'm going to get this water to a rapid boil. And to this water, I'm also going to add salt and oil, and I'm just going to get this to a rapid boil. Once it starts boiling, once the water starts to boil, I'm just going to give this a good stir and keep adding my semolina. If you need to keep stirring it vigorously, because if you do not stir this vigorously, your semolina is just going to form lumps, and it's not good once it forms lumps. Even though we are going to go ahead and knead this into a dough, it's not going to be that very smooth. So make sure the semolina, once you're stirring it, it does not form any lumps, and the semolina should suck up all of this moisture content in it, and it should form into a dough sort of a consistency once you're stirring this. So once the moisture content is sucked up, you can give this a good stir and switch off the stove and allow this to cool. Once the semolina has cooled down a bit, you can transfer it to a plate and add some flour, that is all purpose flour, and a little bit of oil to this, and start kneading it into a dough. I've added about 1 teaspoon of oil to this, and I'm just going to start kneading it into a dough. This At this point, this mixture is still warm, so make sure you can play with this and you can start kneading it into a dough, so it should be warm to the touch. That's it. And once it's warm, it'll be easy for you to knead. So make sure you knead all of this, and you can store it up in the fridge. You can take 2 to 3 portions and you can wrap it in the cling film and you can store it in the fridge for an hour's time, and then start preparing your rotis. Now I was kneading this dough for almost 10 minutes till it was nice and soft and smooth, and I've placed it in the cling film and allowed it to refrigerate for about an hour's time before preparing the rotis. As you can see, I was vigorously kneading this, and once it was nice and smooth, I placed it in the refrigerator for 1 hour's time. I'm going to take a golf ball size of this dough and start rolling it out into a roundel and start preparing my rotis. The recipe in detail is posted on my blog along with a lot of tips. You can visit me on my blog. The link will be posted in the about bar below this video. I've translated the same recipe in Tamil. If you're a South Indian, you can visit me on my Tamil channel and subscribe to me on my Tamil channel. You can also follow me on my Facebook and Twitter, wherein I keep posting a lot of tips and recipe updates. I also keep posting a lot of beauty tips on my Facebook. So once I finish dusting my surface and the dough ball, I've gone ahead and started rolling it out into a thin roti. You can also place your skillet on medium flame. It should be nice and hot. And you should, once you prepare your roti, you should transfer it to the skillet and start frying it out. So make sure your skillet is nice and warm. Just for presentation's sake, I'm just going to go ahead and cut this roti into a round shape. You need not do this. Once you finish your rolling out your roti, you can transfer it to your skillet and start frying it out into a roti. Just for presentation's sake, I'm just gone ahead and cut it into a round shape, and this looks fancy as well. We need not do all of this. So once I finish preparing a bunch of it, I'm just going to go ahead and heat the skillet and start frying out my rotis. As you can see, my skillet is nice and warm and hot. I'm just going to transfer the roti to the skillet and start frying it out. It'll take 2 minutes to cook on one side, and you can flip it over and cook it to the other side as well. It'll puff up nicely. You can add a little bit of oil, or you can serve it just without oil. Either ways, it's going to be soft and nice. So once you finish preparing these rotis, you can also place it in the Ziploc bag and store it in the refrigerator. This stores up really good in the refrigerator, and you can heat it up whenever you need it, and serve it. This recipe is very good for diabetic people as well. Since diabetic people do not get many options for dinner or lunch, you can prepare this unique recipe and serve it to them. Once I finish frying the rotis, I've gone ahead and served it with some coriander chutney. Do try this recipe and post your comments. Do subscribe to this channel and like my video. I'll see you soon with the next recipe video. Until then, thanks for watching. Bye bye.